What have the last couple of days been like reflecting on the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously disappointing we're not still playing, and not building off of a big win obviously for us against Tampa and what that challenge presented, and getting to the next opportunity. But obviously still a lot of growth in the group and a lot accomplished this year. And obviously just continues to build the desire and the fire to get to the ultimate goal.
There's a lot of questions, John. What do you think the future does hold for this group?
Well, I mean, a lot of that is, above me, but I think there's a continued belief, our group here, and, I think the standard that we have and what we're trying to accomplish and continuing to push for more. Obviously winning is extremely difficult. We're continuing to find our way through that and do what's necessary to obviously win the Stanley Cup.
How do you feel your own playoff form?
I thought there was a lot of good things with my game. Obviously, got rewarded well in the first round and a little snake bit in the second round, but I still thought there were a lot of positives with my game and how I was, whether it was creating opportunities or just being good without the puck. But no doubt, always things to work on and things you want to be better at, and you take responsibility. Obviously, playing the role that I play for the team to be better and to do more. So, obviously, you reflect on that. Use the time now to continue to see where you can be better through conversations today as well, and get back to work.
John, how much time do you take off before you get back on the ice, and what sort of things will you work on over the summer?
Well, that's it's kind of different year to year, depending on how you're feeling health-wise. Maybe other things going on at home as well. But as traditionally as I've gotten older, I've got back on the ice quicker and quicker. What you're working on are kind of what the focus is much different when you start than obviously once you get close to training camp and whatnot. But I don't anticipate taking too much time off. Obviously, get healthy and get feeling good, back to baseline, and ready to start my off-season program.
Were you healthy through the playoffs?
Yes.
These 5 years, John, have gone by, seems rather quickly. From the day that you're downtown signing 5 years ago to now, are you anywhere near where you thought you would be from when you first came here?
Well, obviously, coming here, I extremely strong belief, as I still do, in wanting to win the Stanley Cup and what's being built here in the foundation and through the organization and obviously the guys here in the locker room that we have. So that's still that same belief. To try to project or think what the way the journey is going to go and the challenge that you're going to have, you're never going to know. So you just continue to take them head on as best you can and learn from them and grow. Obviously you'd love to win the Stanley Cup every single year, but still extreme strong belief in our group here and getting to where we want to get to and continuing to grow and get better and challenge each other and find our way.
John, you have a no movement clause that you got when you signed here. Who knows what roster changes are coming? Teams from time to time will approach guys with no moves and sort of feel them out. What would be your response if that happened in your case?
I love it here. So obviously I made a commitment here for 7 years to be a Leaf, and I want to be here. So that's how I feel, and love being captain and take that responsibility very seriously, and feel really fortunate, and still think that there's a tremendous opportunity for our team here in the near future and in the long run.
John, you've spent some time on the wing this season. Do you think that's something that might happen more next year, or do you still primarily see yourself as a center?
I'm open to whatever. I want to continue to evolve my game and continue to find ways to get better and adapt, and I think guys that play a long time, that's what they're able to do. They adapt their game with still making their strengths really consistent and strong and still impact the game really well. So something I take a lot of pride in is being versatile, and when I signed here, I knew as I get later in my contract, and as I'm getting older, knowing that those possibilities were there, and I really at that time looked at the big picture of things. So, and really had the mindset of continuing to be versatile and understand that I'm gonna, whether it does or it doesn't, continue to be ready for that challenge or that opportunity.
John, you guys probably thought you were going to play the Bruins in the second round. And from going from an underdog to a big favorite, was there anything to that, and that maybe the team didn't take the Panthers as seriously? Ryan talked about dipping your toe into the second round.
We definitely, didn't, overlook them or think that take them as seriously. They just beat the best regular season team in league history, and also how they did it. Was extremely impressive. I think the first two games we obviously kind of let them get away from us. Where we had plenty of opportunity to win those games. In control in game two, and obviously put us in a tough spot heading to Florida. So I think it just shows the margins are so small, just how detailed you have to be and how well you have to execute in the Stanley Cup playoffs, to ultimately be the last one standing.
When you see the Bruins
Last
out,
question.
Tampa out, you guys out, Edmonton out, the Rangers out, I think they would have been a lot of people's picks. One of those teams would have been a lot of people's picks to win the Stanley Cup. Does that tell you even more so how difficult it is to win the darn thing?
I think through my experience and being in the league as long as I have been now, I think it's extremely hard. I think that's just evidence of it. Any team that gets in obviously has an opportunity to win, and how small the margins are, and how hard you have to work, and how disciplined you have to be, how well you have to execute to be on the right side of those over a 2-month period. Even with the things that you accomplish all year long, and how you build your game, and just how difficult that is. So continues to be an evolution, and obviously use it as a learning experience again for our group to learn from it and get better from it.